G'day viewers, Jeff McLeese Gardening, Melbourne, Australia. Can you transform your lawn care business by 1%, simple 1% adjustments? Well, I've been doing this 1%ers, as they call them, for over 4 decades running my business to increase my profits and my efficiency. In this video, I'm going to show you how I go about it. It's a lot simpler than you think to transform your business to greater heights by simple adjustments. Many think, including myself in the past, to grow the business, to transform it, is to do a major revamp. And sometimes you can do that. But really, you only need to make small adjustments day by day or week by week or even month by month. It's like training for a marathon. You don't go and run the 10-kilometre or the 5-kilometre marathon first up. You train, you do little steps each day, run a certain amount, exercise a certain amount. Same as business. Little steps, small improvements, and they add up to a great improvement of your business. It's surprising how you can do it. So I'm going to cover 3 areas that I've used the 1%ers: customers, equipment and efficiency, and marketing. So going on further with the 1%ers, we'll look at the customers. Now, it's important to retain customers because that's going to be the success of our business, and especially if the customer's a really well-paying customer and offers lots of work and has a good value and an annual value of work. You know, our mow and blow customers, yes, they might provide a certain amount of income for the year, but a really good customer that you provide all the other services to can be 3, 4, 5 times the amount of that customer that's just the mow and blow. So if you have got those customers, it's so important to retain. Now, this is where the 1%ers comes in. Over the years, I've lost quite a few customers. We all do. We all, they're either right on ahead or they've moved house, not happy with your services, etc. I looked at the ones that I lost, and the majority of them were the ones that I never communicated with. I thought, wrongly, that you could go and service a client and not see them, in and out, and away you go. And that's a great world. But because you're not seen, because you can't show the value of your work to the customer and talk to them and provide upselling of other services, they forget about you. I believe, and this is where I've proved that I've done okay in as far as growth of the business, is to communicate with the customer by those little 1%ers, providing information. Mrs. Jones just mowed the lawn. Now, I notice it's going off a bit with the weeds. Let's treat some, herbicides to get rid of the weeds. Fertilise, lawn treatment of the lawns is so important. You can offer other services we've mentioned in other videos, mulching and pruning, etc. There's lots of different things. But those little 1%ers continually talking to the client, whether it's by email, send the invoice off. This is what I do. If I don't see the client, and a lot of clients I don't see, we'll send the invoice off. The amount of work that we've done is we've done the gardens or we've mowed the lawns, but I'll put a comment saying, look, we really need to have a look at the mulching because it's starting to go off, so we need to do something before the spring hits. Or the rose pruning time is due, so perhaps we might want to book that in for the next month, or the start of winter or the mid of winter, whenever it suits both of you. So those little 1%ers by communications helps that retention of the customer. Now, the other thing is, the most important thing is to do the little things, the little 1%ers when you're doing the job for the customer. For example, check this out, blowing around the entrance to where they walk in and out of the house. I see it so many times. You mow and you blow and you look around and there's little grass clippings around the doormat, underneath the doormat. Lift the doormat, blow it out, it's nice and clean, as you see here. Now, little things like if there's a paper on the nation strip or in the driveway, just a couple little papers, what's it take? A couple of seconds to pick them up. So when you leave, people do notice that. You'd be surprised what the customer notices. They drive in. So when you're mowing, if you can, have the parallel lines, the stripes, if you've got striping that faces the client as he comes into the driveway, just little things like that. The edging, I just bang on about this. That is a 1%er. Sure, I can go around with the whippersnipper, but check this edge. I'm using a blade edger. That is another little 1%er that just makes the customer happy. To do these little 1%ers helps that retention, as I said before, but it also keeps you in the customer's mind. Now, I know a lot of you are saying, yes, but I don't want to deal with the customer. It's just not part of my business. And look, you might get away with that. But as I said before, looking at the numbers, the ones that I failed to communicate with, the ones I failed to just do other than the basic work, I lost them. Equipment and efficiency. Now, it's surprising 1%ers in this area, how it can really change. Having a system of mowing, for example, we're mowing nice straight lines here. We try not to mow over the same area twice. We're becoming efficient. We learn efficient ways of mowing. We learn efficient ways of gardening. Being efficient saves time. And if you can complete the job to the highest standard in a short amount of possible time, you can then move on to another customer, make more money. And it's so important to have those little 1%ers to improve your efficiency. Think about it week by week, day by day. Just think about, how can I do it better? How can I get better? And it's surprising when you think about the procedure that you do when you actually go out and garden or mow. You know, and I've done it too. You go out, the brain's in neutral, and away you go, and you don't even think about it. But if you do, it's surprising thinking, maybe if I started this end instead of that end, maybe if I parked the car over there and put the bin here, I can improve my time. I can actually see where I'm not double handling things, for example. When I take the tools off the ute, use them once. Don't go backwards and forwards all the time. Those little 1%ers can add up to efficiency. And of course, the other thing is with equipment, using the equipment that's going to be reliable, using the equipment that's going to suit you. Now, whether you're going to use a ride-on mower or a standard mower or a larger mower or a small or a self-propelled, you're the one that will know. But think about it. If you've got a large lawn, why not get a wider mower? Why not get a 30-inch mower? And you'll do it quicker. You'll do it more efficiently. If it's a small lawn, you obviously can have a smaller mower. But the important thing is with the equipment is maintenance. The little 1%ers of changing oil frequently, changing the blades, sharpening the blades. It's surprisingly how the cut or the finish of your lawn is that when you sharpen your blade, or perhaps replace them more often. Those little 1%ers make a big difference in the way that you do the job and the way that the completed result is, in the customer's eyes, fantastic. Because at the end of the day, don't forget, we are to retain that customer. And by doing these things, this is what's going to make our business grow. And a third 1%er that can go a long ways in marketing and your advertising and your presence on social media. Those little 1%ers. I don't do it now because I don't need to chase any more work at the end of my days. Now, I've noticed that because my profile has dropped, my calls have dropped because I haven't paid attention to my online presence. My Google business page I haven't touched for a long time. Now, when it was firing, when I was up there on the front page, number 1, number 2, weekly I would change the photos. I would present different types of photos, present different types of information to attract different type of customers. So each week, before and after shots, I would put up shots of the projects that I'm completed or started out. Having an online presence on that is so important. Facebook, if you are one that uses that, there's so much information you can put on there, continually changing. This month we're up for rose pruning. You know, those little things help a lot. You might want to email information to your clients saying, the month of September's here, let's start garden rejuvenations. Let's start providing some colour to the garden. You know, let's start fertilising, starting lawn care treatment, all these aspects. Having a little monthly newsletter. Doesn't have to be an exotic piece of information, just enough to get the client to think about it. Coming into winter time, rose pruning. Show some pictures of what the rose pruning looks like. You might even want little tiny videos perhaps. There's a lot of information you can provide on social media to help the client to appreciate and to get new clients, of course. So retaining customers is so important. Getting new customers is just as important. But to continually change your information, continually those little 1%ers to make your information better goes a long way. So don't go making major changes. Small, consistent increments, small increments, can make a huge difference to your business. Try to take a couple of small items each week and work on it to your business. Find some small 1%ers and apply that on a weekly basis consistently and watch your business change. It does work, trust me, but you need to think about those 1%ers and apply them and be consistent. The more often you do it, it's going to build up to a great business. A major change might be necessary in some cases, but I think if you try the small changes and build up, your big change will come at the end because you've already achieved all those small incrementals and you've got full control along the way. When you change something drastically, it's hard to get your head around changing with it. Whereas small increments, you can deal with that easily. Well, give me comments below. Have you tried 1%ers in your business? Let me know what you've done. See you in the next video. Bye.